part 2 of the episode.
Thorner waits by the roadside as a few cars drive past without stopping. After several more vehicles pass, Thorner signals to one of the cars, hoping to get a ride. Thorner decides to continue on foot, fearing the bus will not be repaired in time as he rushes toward his destination. He continues walking along the desert highway, watching for any automobile that might pass by and pull over.
Thorner muttered to himself, "The bus still hasn't come by, so it's probably still being repaired. This heat isn't making things any easier either. Hopefully I can get a ride soon."
It had been an hour or so that a green automobile pulls over and an old man drops his window down and said, "Where are you headed, young fella?" Thorner replies, "Springfield, sir." The old man says, "You won't get there in time if you in a hurry. It's almost nighttime, young fella. Hop in, son." Thorner quickly runs to the other side of the car, opens the door, and climbs inside. The old man introduced himself to Thorner. His name is Jim, and so is Thorner. They talked along the way. The green automobile continues down the road until they arrive at a small desert diner. As evening approaches, Jim says, "Let's take a break. I'm gonna take my meds and rest for a while before we head out, young fella. Springfield ain't too far from here." Thorner replies, "I'm gonna take a quick one too." Jim parks the automobile, and the two men step out of the car and head into the diner.
Thorner and Jim sat down at an empty table. Thorner looked at him and said, "This one's on me. Thanks for giving me a ride out here." They talked about their work. Jim explained that he was a retired auto mechanic who now owned a farm, while Thorner simply mentioned that he was a police officer without going into much detail.
Meanwhile, Angot arrives on the bus she boarded and stops at the same diner where Thorner and Jim are resting. As she enters the diner, she is surprised to see Thorner seated at a table with an old man in a brown coat, drinking coffee. She approaches them, and Thorner is equally surprised to see her. Thorner then introduces Angot to Jim.
Thorner said, "Jim, this is my partner Angot. Angot, this is my friend Jim. He helped me get here after our bus broke down halfway through the trip."
Afterward, Thorner and Angot excuse themselves, explaining that they have important matters to discuss.
Angot said, "How have you been? Is everything all right? We have a lot to catch up on." Thorner. Thank you for watching till the end. Stay tuned for another thrilling episode of the adventures of Thorner and Angot. Like, share, and subscribe so we can continue on making this kinds of video. And please follow us on our social media accounts: LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter, YouTube channel Ironshield, and TikTok account. Links is on the description below. God bless everyone.